G'day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan battle video. In this video we are just going to talk about my favorite free-to-play team that I currently run for the World Tournament. So obviously, as you guys know, it's currently the 39th World Tournament, and obviously most people will be spending, well, not most people, but a lot of people will be spending their weekends trying to grind out as many World Tournament wins as they can to ensure that they get all the rewards. Obviously the missions are pretty much straightforward as per usual. If you need any assistance, you can take a look at the video in the description below about my Ultimate World Tournament Guide. Of course, most people will be grinding things out, and there are a couple tips and tricks that you can utilize. I have put up a couple World Tournament videos in the past, which I will link down below. But I thought I would just show you guys the current best free-to-play team that I believe players can put together if they want to achieve some pretty decent results in terms of the, whole World Tournament deal. So of course, in our team, pretty stock standard stuff. We've gone with the freezer leads that we can take a higher leveled Broly, and then we've also gone with the pretty stock standard free-to-play side of taking Krillin alongside the the second form Freezer. We've also gone with the notion of taking the Great Saiyaman 1 and 2. No real specific reason, barring some additional potential key for other units. And then we've also gone for one or two of the pretty much just LR Master Roshi. Nothing too crazy, but just a nice little addition. He does beef up Krillin, they make a nice little pairing. We'll mix up the second form Freezer with the Prime Battle LR Freezer, and then we will pretty much just roll on from there. We've got the Raditz as well, the Int Raditz with his Easy A, also an AoE dealer. We'll try and link him up with the Broly, they make a somewhat decent pairing. For the most part, you're going to want to follow pretty stock standard World Tournament kind of tips and tricks with this build. You're going to want to realistically just, make sure that you use the correct items. You would have seen me pick them. I generally take a peel off to reduce super attacks, normal attacks. I take the King Yema because it is a 50% damage reduction, and that's relatively helpful as well. And then we also usually take the Baba, because that helps with also reducing their special attacks to normal attacks. And then we also take the Ghost Usher, because that helps as well. So taking the Ghost Usher, generally speaking, is quite helpful. Obviously just allows us to skip all of these enemies' attacks. As per usual though, if you are running this team, if you are looking to run a free-to-play team, please always consider bringing along the Chow Man, or bringing along the Jocko, the Galactic Patrolman, because they do give you a chance at stunning, which is always pretty helpful. Just when we think about it, it is pretty helpful. Stunning the entire rotation, it will give you a item save, and it will pretty much assist you with just not basically wasting items or saving on support items. If you need support items, of course you can always pretty much go and farm them from the Bulma prep event. That's been up for a couple days. That will clearly help you as well, but it is going to be entirely dependent on you and how much you wish to grind. The World Tournament rewards are pretty good. It's like over 30 stones, couple Kais. There's tons of great rewards that you can get from the World Tournament, so I do suggest that you try and grab those if you can. But of course, this is just a free-to-play team that you can utilize. You are welcome to go through, plenty of like different team builds. There's a Transformation Boost team build, an Inhuman Deeds team build, there's a Pure Saiyans team build, and I've gone through a couple of those, which again I'll also link down in the description below. But it is pretty straightforward affair in terms of like what you want to do and what kind of units you want to mix up together. It's not anything too complex, and a lot of units are generally the same. You're looking at AoE units like LR Broly if you have him, the physical Broly. You're looking at units like Second Form Frieza, Vegeta and Nappa. There's plenty of like solid AoE units. There's even a somewhat androids build starting to develop. So yeah, it's really just entirely dependent on what you have in your box. But there are some staples like the Jacko, the Galactic Patrolman, and of course the Chowman that you can utilize, the Second Form Frieza, the Krillin, generally all pretty good. I like to run full power. As you guys know, I generally consider that to be my best team. It just allows me to incorporate a lot of AoE units and to get the best kind of results done, which I think is something really good and helpful overall for me. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Obviously from the first round, the prelim round, everything's pretty straightforward. You just basically fight one enemy from then on, and so you should be pretty set up to take it on. This team, for a free-to-play team, will definitely be able to carry you pretty much all the way to where you need to go. The only thing you do need to be aware of is just that you need to make sure that you take the LR Strength Broly as your friend lead. He's gonna be the best lead by far, and just make sure you set him up with enough ki to get his double super attacks, and he'll be able to pretty much carry you along the way. So you shouldn't really have that many problems. Overall, pretty stock standard kind of build and everything like that. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it from me. Nothing really more to say here. Just thought I'd show you guys what I currently think is the best free-to-play team, but it doesn't mean it's the best team to run. Generally speaking, there are so many options in terms of team build that there's no real need to kind of restrict yourself into one team. Just, you know, think about what best suits you. Just remember, you only have one lead that's active, so you shouldn't really run anything or a team that relies on having double leads. You need to essentially make sure that your units can get their super attacks off in whatever situation with only one lead. But yeah, that's gonna be it from me. So as always, thanks guys for watching the video. Good luck in all of your World Tournament attempts, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. But until then, take care, stay safe, and bye.